Hey guys, and welcome back to Economics and Comics. So, if you're just tuning in about this video and you don't want it to be spoilers, please leave now. We did a spoiler review video and a non-spoiler, and there's some things that have been really bothering me about the plot. And I think, if this is real, then this is absolutely amazing. But could it be possible that they made alternate endings? It makes complete sense that they might have done that and showed different endings to different people. Okay, so one more time, I'm not going to keep saying spoilers over and over again. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit more detail because it's really been bothering me. Because there's a bunch of, the time travel and they can change a lot of timelines and stuff. And the version that I saw, okay, Iron Man dies, and Cap goes back in time at the end and lives his life with Agent Carter. Okay? Now there's a couple things wrong with that. And at the very end, okay, Cap comes back and sees Falcon and Bucky, and he gives the shield to Bucky, or excuse me, to Falcon. So here's the problem. I've been hearing different things. Now, I saw the movie, okay? I've been hearing different things about the final trailer, which is confusing to me, but it would make perfect sense. Now, this is a total conspiracy theory, okay? But I wanted to get it out there. In the comic books, Falcon becomes Captain America at one time, and Bucky, okay? But at the end, they're both standing there, and they can see Captain America sitting with his back turned, he's an old man. And Bucky goes to Falcon, go ahead, you talk to him first, type of thing. And it feels like one of those things where you can make a decision who goes to talk to Tony, or to Captain America. Like, they could have made another scene where Bucky goes and he gets the shield from Cap. That's not the only problem with this. The other thing is, Captain America could easily die too. And Iron Man could live. Because Iron Man has a daughter. And I know from the beginning he's known that, been worrying about the whole end from the very beginning of all the movies. And that it's a perfect ending for him to save everybody and say goodbye. And of course it's a perfect ending that Cap stays alive and gets to have the love of his life and experience life. But the problem with it is, and what I don't understand is, if Cap goes back in time and at the end to put all the stones back in positioning and then come back and stays, wouldn't there be two Caps, two Captain Americas in that timeline when he went back? The only way I can answer that there would be is that they never find the frozen Captain America and he goes back after the accident when he gets frozen and comes up and tells her, listen, I'm frozen, but now I'm here and I want to spend my life with you, which could make sense. But the whole time travel thing and everything's so weird and messed up. I get it and it kind of makes sense, but it's really weird. I wouldn't put it past Marvel to have shown different endings and alternate things. I'm getting messages from people saying in the UK it's different ending, and all over the place. And it really, I think it would be incredible if they did that, so that if there's spoilers or whatever, there can be different versions, or then when the movie comes out, there's a one final version that's totally different. They can't totally, they have to keep most of the movie intact, but they can change little things here and there, which is super interesting. If they did that, that would be absolutely, the movie's already absolutely amazing, but if they did that in regard to showing critics and people all over the place alternate endings and then actually release a total. Because here's the deal. I was told in LA there was like two different. There was a Cap ending where he's there and he gives the shield, which confirms mine. And then there was another one where they all bow or something and say, I never saw that one. That wasn't in my movie. And then I've been told Iron Man lives. This is total conspiracy. But I know what I saw. And Iron Man died. And Black Widow died. Could they... I think the Black Widow death is real. Because if there's a Black Widow movie, they can always go back in the past when she becomes Black Widow and stuff like that, which is cool. So it doesn't really affect this storyboard. And there's another controversial thing, and I kind of want to try to put this one to bed, is Loki's in the movie, and they go back in time, and Loki gets the Tesseract and disappears. And they say, ooh, Loki went to a different timeline or something. Well, he never traveled through time. He just went to another place in their universe. The thing is, people are saying, well, Loki escaped and he survived. Not really, because when they couldn't get it, they even went back farther in time to get the Tesseract, which means Loki would have never got it. So Loki's still dead. I mean, he's a trickster, and hopefully he's not, but it's... And honestly, I don't think Black Widow's dead, because her soul is in the soul gem. And here's another interesting thing. The soul gem, you have to give up a soul to get it. But when you take the soul gem back, how do you take the soul gem back? How do you take the soul gem back? And if you do take the soul gem back and you give it back, do you get the soul back? Which would be Black Widow. There's just too much weird stuff. But this video is basically on, is it possible that Marvel did alternate showings in advance with alternate endings? I don't put it past him at all. It would be amazing, and I think it's possible. It could be Cap dies, which is perfectly normal, and what most people expected, and Iron Man lives to stay with his daughter and Pepper. Or, if not that, Cap gives the shield to Bucky, in the Winter Soldier, instead of Falcon. And Bucky becomes Captain America, which would make more sense in the long run to have Bucky as Captain America with the Falcon. It's very confusing. And I want to know your guys' comments on that. Now, there's one other thing that's bothering me, because in the review, I was talking about the funeral, and I said, well, there was this one thing, and I just said, I don't know, because I didn't know who it was. But there's a part where they go through all the people that were in all the movies, right? In the funeral. And they get to Captain Ross, or whatever his name is, General, and there's this teenage kid standing there, and I don't know who he was. I couldn't see who he was. And I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. So that might be a little secret thing. But it seems when they pan to different people, it seems like they waited a second on him. Just an extra couple seconds. So that's weird. And then when Bucky and Falcon are saying, well, who's going to go see Captain on the bench? And he's an old man. It was a weird pause. And it just seems like another little sneak thing. I don't know. But it's really, really weird. So let me know what you guys think. Of course, comment in this video after you're done seeing the movie. And let me know what the ending was. I already know, but you can comment on here. It comes out tomorrow. But to me, there's a possibility that Marvel made alternate endings and a couple alternate scenes. And most likely, if they did, they'll keep the movie intact, and then when we buy the movie later, there'll be alternate endings, which makes more sense. But because the movie deals with going in the past, alternate timelines, different universes, it would actually make perfect sense that they did. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this little video off the top of my head. If you're new, please sub. And we'll see you next time, okay? Thanks a lot.